set to kick off.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Packer first down.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunky yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
43-yard line.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Love is going to go for a big play downfield. return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 44-yard line.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
26 Mike. Let's go, defense.
He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
At the 39-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Mooney. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Second and 3. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 19 yards away, and the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
7-yard line.
Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Packers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Packers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and goal, Green Bay.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the field.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Caught on the right side by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is Cohen. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Cohen. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
In on the stop.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
And goal.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
9-yard line.
As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Love now to pass on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
3rd down.
For Love. Escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
On the punt for the Packers.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Cohen.
26-yard line.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run forward with Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. He got 29 yards that time.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one. Whether
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, a costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Back at the 21-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Following the interception, Love got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Robert Tanyan.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
First down, Packers.
Again, it's Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
A second down throw for Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their mobile quarterback with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up the throw from the gun. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Blowing that play up for Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Love. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
First down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Going back to Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. The left side throw complete to Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Love now. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To the air again. Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Love from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
From the gun, Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On second down, it's Jones. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that will be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bears take over.
6-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down, a run with Cohen. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and...
Here's 2nd and 8.
47.
Sliding out of the pocket. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Ball carrier.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They try again with Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts,
2 on the play.
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And it'll move the chains.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.